So problem 8 reads, which function below best represents the given graph? Alright, so I didn't write down the functions, I just wrote down the graph that we have here. So this is how the graph looks like, roughly. Alright, so if we look at this, they don't show you, but this looks like it has a vertical asymptote here at 1, and this has something like this. Okay, so recall a specific function in the family of functions, namely that of this one. So this is your y equals ln of x function. Alright, so this looks like this, but we have some transformations done on this one in order to get this one. So we have to do some graphing transformations in order to make that graph look like this graph. Okay, if we see, it looks like they have moved this point here, and then shifted it up. So in order to represent a horizontal shift to the right, well, what happens? So we want to go ahead and, so this is y equals ln of x. I want to first shift this 2 units to the right. So if I do that, I then have y equals ln of x minus 2. Okay, so that means we have a point here, we moved it 2, so here's 2, here's 3. So our point is there now. Our vertical, sorry, it was 1 and then 2. So, sorry, I want to move it 1. I want to move this from here, it's 1. We want to move it 1 unit to get here. Then we have to shift it up. So we want to move that 1, sorry, we have to move that 1. That's x minus 1. So let's, okay, so there it is. So it was originally here at 1, 0. Now we want that point here at 2, 0. So our point here now is 2, 0. And if we do a horizontal shift to the right, our horizontal asymptote, because you know ln has it's not horizontal, a vertical asymptote at x equals 0, that vertical asymptote shifts to the right as well when you shift this graph. So if it's here at x equals 0 and you're shifting at 1 unit, you're shifting also the vertical asymptote. So now the vertical asymptote is there. If we shift that, now we have this. Okay, so far so good. Now we have moved it here, so now it looks something like this. But now we want to shift this up. We want to shift this up 2 units. Okay, so we want to shift that up 2 units. So our next graph then. Let's draw this a little better. Alright, there we go. So I want to shift it up 2 units, so I want to make it look like this. I'm going to go, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So I want to shift that point up here. We still have a vertical asymptote here at x equals 1. And now we have this. Okay, so if we shift it up 1 unit, then this equation we have to put a plus 1 here. So this becomes y equals ln of x minus 1, that's that horizontal shift, and a plus 1, so plus 2, we want to shift it up 2. So plus 2, so we want to shift that up 2. So the plus 2 in the end shifts it up 2, does a vertical shift up 2. So then we get that. Therefore, our final equation is that. So definitely have to recall our family function y equals ln of x, or our parent function y equals ln of x. Then we gotta show or move, do some transformations so it looks similar to this graph that they give us. So in order to do that, we saw that it was shifted 1 to the right and then shifted up 2. That's all that did. So in order to shift horizontal 1 unit to the right, we need x minus 1 inside the argument, and then to shift it up 2, we need a plus 2 right outside. And that's how you get that graph.